Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're really good. So, disclaimer first and foremost, please ignore the background. I'm actually seated at the pharmacy section, and maybe whatever you're seeing at the back, it could be one or more related to what I want to share with you. This is something I had to put down. Oops, I'm sorry about that. My Wakenya happened to have anguka. So, this is something that I want to tuongee tu kidogo kwa sababu niliona hii post Facebook on Tuko about this lady. I don't know if I can. The problem is I can't pause and read it up, but it was all about this lady. She had posted a photo with her son. Actually, Tuko ndio post. I think they did a story with Tuko. Na alikuwa amesema she delivered a baby. Should be a boy, I think. If I find that post, I'll just have to attach it here because I know it's in my gallery. Since I'm using my phone, I want to be able to quote unquote kuiongelea saizi. My voice is very crappy because sana za usiku. So ilikuwa inasema she delivered a baby and apparently she never took folate during her pregnancy journey, and what happened was ameza mtoi akona spinal bifida. It is whereby spinal cord brain has just developed, and this is something nilirealize sijawahi ongelea. I found it like just okay, squeeze you see, maybe assuming is a disease, kwa assume ni ujinga. I was like, okay, si squeeze kila mother wenda clinic, but I've had an encounter whereby I had a lady alikuja hosi, alikuwa amefikisha term, like the pregnancy was actually term, and unfortunately she had never visited the antenatal care clinic for the whole 9 months. Imagine, for the whole 9 months ajaifika clinic, alafu alikuja hapa. Sorry, I'm asking because of course ukishafikisha ball term na tuna advisingi madhe, always work with your ANC booklet. Anything can happen, especially during the last month, like umefika karibu unafika term. Have your ANC booklet, have pack vitu kidogo cause unaweza enda clinic na ujipate you never go back home. Unarudi nyumbani na mtoi. It has happened, it happens. I know of a friend who we had gone to the clinic and then the good news happened, alikuwa amefika term, so they had to admit her, they had to go back home, bring her the stuffs and everything. So there's a lot of distractions passing outside, so I have to just to pause, continue. So this lady kwenda kupima, actually alikuwa amefunguka, and my worry was because where I work don't have a theater. My worry was, do I know how this baby is seated? Of course, on the fetal heart rate, movement, like it, but cervix actually alikuwa dilate. She dilated for, she was I think 4 centimeters, and she's like, niko tu sisikie uchungu. I think some things are just God's grace, whatever. But back to my talk. This lady had a baby. Sijui kama mtu yako 13 years. Just pardon me, have to pause each time nasikia motorbikes zinapita. So she didn't take folate. She was a young mom. She didn't know. Probably no one told her, no one educated her, no one was, because alisema alikuwa young mom. I think I read something of sort. So no one told her like you're supposed to go for clinics, you're supposed to take IFAs. IFAs inasaidia damu yako na mtoto. Remember, kitoto wajuangi, pregnancy and exposing mtu kwa anemia. If you don't know this, you're sharing your blood with the baby. So if at all you have little blood, you'll end up being anemic. To some point utakuja you'll end up again delivering an underweight baby, a preterm baby. You develop like two complications too. So these things, you find them so light, so simple, but they're not supposed to be ignored at all. So, and then on the other hand, a folate, which I've actually written here, I had just to go like niandike tu kidogo for the purpose of that young mom who doesn't know these things, because in this current generation, watoto si watoto, but of course you're having teen pregnancies, probably they don't know all these things that are happening to them. Anajipata ako na mimba. Some of them their first encounter, boom, mimba inaingia. She didn't know. She was too naive, too innocent, and the likes of things. So I had to write kidogo. Maybe you'll find it a bit more useful, you'll find it a bit more important, alafu unaweza refer mtu umwambie actually Lizzie talked about this, go watch in case you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. How can you tell you having these symptoms, uko na less folate in the body, less vitamins rather, what can you do, what are the signs? So before I even go to what happens if you don't take folate, folic acid that is, let me just tell you some of the signs and symptoms of folate deficiency. Tuko na extreme tiredness, mtu anasianga tu umechoka. Of course pregnancy inaweza kupredispose to kuchoka, but kuna ile kuchoka ingine iko too extreme. You see, there's fatigue, of course, tiredness, fatigue, kind of relate. Loss of energy, kind of relate. And then pin stroke needle, we call it paresthesia. Unasikia ni kama unadunga dungwa, sijui ushaikaa mahali alafu unaamka unaona kama unadunga dunga. So imagine you carrying a pregnancy alafu you having all this, and then you have sore stroke red tongue, mouth ulcers. Mouth ulcers unapata vitu marashes zimetoka toka kwa mdomo. It becomes just too uncomfortable for you. And then you have muscle weakness. Yani hii point moja ni unakuwa tu weak. Then you have disturbed vision, and then psychological problems. It can even get to that extent. Unaanza kuwa na psychological problems. You have depression and confusion. So these things are not even supposed to be taken lightly. And if you find out you're pregnant, please go to the clinic. But you nasemanga siwezi meza IFA, siwezi meza folate. By the way, not even necessarily to have to meza these dawas, these tembes, because some of them they find them too whatever. And then I saw a comment, someone saying our moms never used to take. Please, let's stop being ignorant. Tuache tu kuwa ignorant. Like the world is evolving, things are changing. There's a lot of things happening, global warming, nini. So you have to protect yourself no matter what. Enzi za kitambo sio kama enzi zetu. Like nowadays we're too exposed to so much radiation and the kind of thing. So you have to take all it does to protect your baby and yourself. Sasa what happens if, okay, sijui niseme kwanza food sources zenye nilipata, which I find them more important. They are cheap to be found in the market, of course, kwani my data is on, whatever. Dark green leafy veggies, mboga, kula tu mboga. Sio lazima ukule nyama, sio lazima ukule liver, sio lazima ukule mayai, sio lazima ukule sijui nini, matunda sijui apple, grapes, those expensive kind of fruits. We have simple things, honey. Mizo tasoma zenye najua. Spinach, but niligoogle ziko mingi hapa. I think I'll just write them at the description box. We have beans, si maharagwe tu, peanuts, sunflower seeds, fresh fruits, juices. And then when it comes to juices, not all the juices. One, you should avoid popo. Popo ni papaya. Papaya ina contain a prostaglandin. Inaweza cause abortion, by the way. So haufai kula mapapai, iko na hiyo hormone. So it can do you some wrong things. And then you have whole grain, liver, and seafoods. Some of us don't even like seafood. Actually, like anyway, these are the foods that are very, very rich in folate. Such a way that ukizikula, mtoi wako brain. And then of course you have banana. Banana is a very, very high in folate. When I was starting my YouTube channel, I think in 2019 or late 2020, I did a video about bananas, where you should do plenty of banana. It was just out of curiosity, but I realized later, kumbe nilikuwa naongelea sense kidogo ama sana. So bananas are very high in folate, citrus fruits high as well. And then oranges are really good in vitamins. Lakini ukikuwa na acidity nini, if you're having these gastritis, ulcers, haitakupeleka vizuri sana kwa sababu iko na acidity more. Okay, I'm just reading them. What happens if you don't take folate, vitamin B? Babies at risk of neural tubal defect. You can normally call it NTD. Neural tubal defect is a serious birth. Is a serious birth defect that affects the spine, spinal cord, brain, and may cause death. death, 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 death. Tumesikia, it is a serious birth defect, and you normally have these cases. Mtu yeye mzaliwa hii stories za cerebral palsy, yani akona, of course you know the brain, it's all about the central nervous system, and once the central nervous system is affected, there will be so much delay in this child's growth, either atakuwa speech, growth, okay, could grow, speech, movement, sitting. Actually, they'll have delayed milestone, and delayed milestone ni ile yenye mtoi haja grow according to, haja achieve according to his or her age. Utapata mtoi ako maybe 9 months. I think a 9 months baby should be standing with support, some even walk with support, sorry, wamegrow meno, wametoka tumeno. They try to utter. I really don't remember having an encounter with a 9 months baby lately, but what I know, a 9 month baby from my neighbor anaweza kuimitate, tunacheki, anaweza sema mom, that, you see now, like ana score na milestone yake, and then utapata huyu mwingine yani ako tu maybe kuketi, haezi keti, haezi kula, haezi tamka, haezi fanya anything. So there's something to do with with his or her CNS, central nervous system. And then when do you start, like, the any, if you're a beautiful, a good mother, a concerned mother with your baby, at least ukijua tu uko na ball, anza clinic, anza hizi madawa, like they're very important. Do zikikushinda pia, but do plenty of these fruits that I've just mentioned earlier, because when the pregnancy is around 12 weeks, nini nakwanga imesha form, ime close, the baby's neural tube should have closed. So ikikushinda unaweza seize kidogo, lakini it is always advisable pia uendelee throughout the pregnancy, but the first 12 weeks of life, they're very important in a child's development, in a fetal embryo, fetus, call it whatever. So I hope educate mtu kidogo about why you need to do this folic acid. Sijui kama zina testing mbaya ama ni IFAS, iron and, of course, iron and folic acid, they go hand in hand. So 2 of them for the sake of your baby, because I saw this post and I felt bad, because like I was a young mom, I didn't know these things. And at the moment, we really have so many young mothers. We really have so many. Me, I even saw one who was 15 years na nikaogopa. I'm like, wait, I'm not even going to, because nilitense, kwanza niliingia baridi. I'm like, hey, unaanzia wapi? You see, I find it, I term it as a high risk pregnancy, because of course, you see, maybe saa hizo cervix yake inaweza kuwa ndogo, she might need to go for a CS, assisted vaginal delivery, something of sort. So mimi nilikuwa like, hey, acha tu nikutume tu kwa mbele ya yeah, to be on the safer. So that is it, guys. Please make Google your friend. Jota mimi, some of them nili Google. The moment I saw that post nilisikia vibaya. I'm like, if only she knew. And then tuache kukuwa ignorant. Ati our parents never used to take these things. Personally, I know my parents, my mom, alienda clinic na akapewa hizi vitu. So our parents should be like our grandmothers, those eras za kitambo, but the 90s will say that our parents never used to, God is with us. No, let's just stop being ignorant. Tuache tukuwa na ujinga na tufanye vitu vile zinatakikana. Like, I don't think it will cost you, and then going for these IFAS, whatever in a government will see, it is very cheap. Hata sijui anapewa free. So by the time I'm going to upload this video, I hope it will help one or two outside there. Please share with me. Did you take your IFAS? Did you do fruits? Roho yako ilikataa nini? But out of these fruits, haiwezi kataa zote. Like, out of these sources, haiwezi kataa yote. At least do one or two. They help in one way, because one, you need a healthy baby, and so is a healthy mother. So subscribe, like, comment, and turn on the post notification. Meanwhile, vote wisely. Every leader is an important person. We are brothers and sisters. We are one nation. So, peace.